Right now, your bank is charging you fees you could erase with one phone call. Not most of them, almost all of them. The monthly fee just for having an account. The overdraft fee when you slip $5 short. The fee for using the wrong ATM. Last year, those little charges pulled hundreds of dollars out of regular people's accounts, quietly, automatically, while they assumed it was just the cost of having a bank. It is not. I spent more than 20 years in banking, including about 10 years as a branch manager, and I am going to tell you something the bank will never put on a sign. Most of these fees are optional. You can avoid them, you can get them waived, and in a lot of cases, you can get the ones you already paid refunded. So grab your last statement because by the end of this video, you are going to know exactly how to stop paying your bank to hold your own money. Quick note before we begin. I spent more than 20 years in banking, including about 10 years as a branch manager and district manager, so I have sat on the other side of these fees. But I am not your banker, your attorney, or your financial advisor, and nothing in this video is personal, financial, tax, or legal advice. Bank policies and fees change often and vary from bank to bank, so check your own account's terms for your exact numbers. And the stories I tell come from real experience, with the details changed and the people never named. I use a few tools to help make these videos, but the experience is my own. With that said, let us get into it. So let us start with what these fees actually are, because once you see them clearly, they lose their power. Banks make money two ways. They lend out the money you deposit and they charge you fees. Fees are pure profit, and they are designed to be small enough that you shrug and large enough to matter. The three big ones are the monthly maintenance fee, just for keeping your account open, the overdraft fee, when you spend a little more than you have, and the out-of-network ATM fee, for grabbing your own cash at the wrong machine. None of these pay you anything back. And here is the key thing. Banks set these fees, which means banks can remove them. That is the whole secret, and we are going to use it. Let us start with the silent one, the monthly maintenance fee. This is the charge just for having a checking account, and right now it averages around $13 a month. That is over $160 a year to store your own money. But here is what most people never realize. Nearly a third of checking accounts charge no maintenance fee at all. And on the accounts that do, the bank will almost always waive it if you do one simple thing, like setting up a direct deposit or keeping a small minimum balance. So you have two moves. Call your bank and ask exactly what waives your fee, then set that up. Or if they will not budge, open one of the many accounts that charge nothing. Either way, you stop paying. Now, the big one, the overdraft fee. This is when you spend more than you have, the bank covers it and then charges you for the privilege, usually around $35. Slip up a few times in a week, and that is over $100, often on people who had the least to spare. Here is a fact the banks would rather you not know. A new federal rule was set to cap these fees at just $5, but it was overturned before it ever took effect. And in 2026, overdraft fees are climbing again, so you have to protect yourself. First, you can simply turn overdraft coverage off so a purchase is declined instead of charged. Second, several major banks have dropped overdraft fees entirely. And third, if you have already been hit, you can ask for it back, which is exactly where we are going next. Let me tell you about someone I helped. A woman came into my branch, a hardworking mom holding a statement with 4 overdraft fees on it, almost $140 from one bad week when a bill hit early. She thought she had no choice but to eat it. I told her to sit down and I showed her something simple. She had been a customer for years, always made things right, so I asked, on her behalf, for a courtesy refund. Not a favor, not a trick, just a request the bank grants all the time for customers in good standing. They reversed every dollar. She walked out with $140 she thought was gone for good, and a look on her face like she had been let in on a secret, because she had. So here is the secret that woman learned, and it is the most valuable thing in this whole video. Banks will often simply waive a fee if you ask. From the inside, I can tell you we had the power to reverse fees every single day, and we used it constantly, usually for one reason. The customer called and politely asked. Banks would rather refund a $35 fee than lose your account over it. So the next time a fee shows up, do not just accept it. Call, be calm and friendly, and say a simple line. I noticed this fee, I have been a good customer, and I would really appreciate it if you could waive it this time. That one sentence, said kindly, gets fees reversed far more often than you would ever guess. Now, a little honesty, because I want this to actually work for you. You cannot call every week and expect every fee erased forever. A waiver is a courtesy, not a refund machine, and it works best when you do not need it often. So use it wisely. Save your ask for the fees that sting, fix the habit that caused it, and you will almost never need to ask again. And if your bank flatly refuses again and again, that is information too. It is telling you they would rather keep your $35 than keep you happy. A bank that nickel and dimes a loyal customer is a bank you are allowed to leave. There has never been more competition for your account, and that competition is on your side. Let us knock out the rest quickly, starting with the one almost everyone pays without thinking, the out-of-network ATM fee. Grab cash from a machine that is not your bank's, and you can get hit twice, once by your bank and once by the ATM owner, averaging close to $5 a withdrawal. Do that weekly, and it is real money. The fix is easy. Use your own bank's ATMs, get cash back at the grocery store instead, or pick an account that refunds ATM fees, and many now do. The same goes for paper statement fees, inactivity fees, and others. Almost every one of these has a free path right next to it. You just have to know it is there. So let us put your game plan together, because this is something you can do this week. 1. Pull up your last 2 statements and circle every fee. 2. For each one, you now know the move. Maintenance fee, set up a direct deposit or switch accounts. Overdraft fee, turn off coverage or change banks. ATM fee, stay in network. 3. For any fee you have already paid, call and ask kindly for a courtesy refund. And 4. If your bank keeps charging you to hold your own money, remember you have options, and switching is easier than it has ever been. None of this is complicated. It is just on the other side of a phone call most people never make. You are about to make it. Now, I know calling the bank can feel intimidating, like you are asking for a favor you are not entitled to. So let me reframe it for you. You are not begging. You are a customer, and your business is valuable. Fees are a choice the bank made, and asking them to reconsider is completely normal and completely fair. The people who keep the most of their own money are not the richest or the smartest. They are simply the ones who ask. So this week, make one call, circle one fee, and ask for it back. If this helped you see your bank a little more clearly, do me a favor and share it with someone who is tired of being nickel and dimed, and subscribe, because there is a lot more where this came from. So remember this, your bank account should work for you, not quietly drain you. Almost every fee you pay is avoidable, waivable, or refundable. And now you know exactly which is which. Pull your statements, set up the simple waivers, ask for what you are owed, and never again assume a fee is just the price of having a bank. The people who stay calm and know the rules are the ones who keep their money. The fee is not a law. It is just a setting, and now you know how to change it. I will see you in the next video.